What's up? I'm on Rohan, all that good stuff. My day is going pretty good, hopefully yours is. Always leave a comment on that if you wish. You'll have to give me a second, because I am showing that I'm doing this, so. Okay, they should all be posting, I believe. Okay, they did. Am I gonna share it? There. This is the new overlay that I ended up getting. I did have to do a couple mods to get it to look like I want it to, but it is what it is. I am still very pleased with what I got, so. Are you always looking for more? Regardless what it is that you're craving that more? Maybe a relationship. Maybe an unopened door. But the question is, how is it that you get what you crave this more? Do you push hard, or do you settle with what you got? Act as if almost you have forgot of what it was you wished for. Even if in your heart it cries you want more. What kind of life is it to live as this? One you crave more, but you do not chase after this. It waits for no one. But of course, the more you get, the more you wish. The more you have to hard work to get this. But the feeling that you have accomplished. This is something you definitely should want more, knowing that you have accomplished. Or is it that you wish to live a normal life? One that you do not fight for what maybe you think is right, or the feeling that you get when you've done it right. Do you wish for more in these kinds of things? It's never easy to get such things. And of course, everybody is messaging me, so give me 1 second, I will deal with that. Because I don't like the way it picks up the noise while I'm doing this. I've actually thought about putting my phone in the other room or putting it on silent as I do this. But also, when you want more, do you have to do that with the things that do not wish for more? Put it on silent, put it on airplane mode, whatever you have to do. Separate it, maybe separate it from you. You have no idea how many messages I get per day. Usually about the same thing as most say. But it is what it is upon the day. As I continue to do this, it will only get worse upon every day. Not saying that it's bad. Just gotta manage when and how. That is, if I want more than just answering messages. Eventually, I may have to find someone that does that for me. But for the moment, I have to deal with it all. Not saying it's a bad thing. I like getting messages. Just depends on what the message is about, though. $10 or $15, always wish to speak about advertising this. But most that come cannot show the reason why they have come to show. Like for example, one the other day said, you know what, I will promote you. I will let the world know that you are here. I look at the account. There are no reviews here. Only one. Oh, I realize when you start out, it's hard to start. So, this one that has offered, I will ask a question the next time I answer to you, if it is that you happen to watch. Even if you don't, I still will. If you can put it in writing, then I have no problem with it. Wanting more is things I have to deal with if it is that I wish to have more. Of course, always craving more. Are you sure? Before you open that door, is it something you truthfully want? Or is what you say just a front? Is it that you only kind of wish? You only kind of want this? Or is it that you are tired and you only wish to have the reward without the work from this? Whatever it may be for you. You want more, but you do not wish to have to do more to get what it is you wish to get. For what one practices in private, eventually they get rewarded in public. For all those ones that have said you have no views, this is what I have to say to you. As far as that, I pretty much, right before I said that, answered that. If you don't get what it is that I just said. Yes, I realize that I'm not getting very many views. But also, did you realize how many times I have done this in front of you? If you wish to have a number, over 150 is the number. So just think, by the time I get the views that you would say that I need, how many videos would I have practiced what I do upon this day? And how many times do I get better and better upon the day? Wanting more. Just an example of me wanting more. Even without views. Does not mean that I cannot speak to you. Many times, others, when they finally find such things as I do, and other pieces of art that are similar to, they look back to see what it is they do. Now you wanting more, are you willing to put in the work? In private, when no one is watching your work. Wanting more and working on your craft. For some, it happens fast. For others, it happens slow. You just cannot hit the gas. At 100 miles per hour, you go. There's always that ramp up time first. Doesn't happen instantaneous. You must put in the work first. A lot of times people say, I wish I had more upon this day. But then, when you look at their 80,000 plus seconds per day? Do their actions say the same thing their words say? Most of the time it does not. And this is why you do not have more upon this spot. And the ones that do that you're envious of. If you'd put in the work, you'd have no one to be envious of. You say you want more, but there's actions that are required for you to get this more. Even with relationship and other things such as this, do you think it just instantly happens? Like this? The craving for more will always be there. Regardless if it is what you originally wanted happens to be there. You will always want more than what you already have. No matter what it is that you already have. The longing in your heart. It can take you far. But the actions have to be there. Or the compound interest of such things will not be there. So what is it that you want more of? Is it something that is good that you wish to have more of? Or is it something that would be worse for you? Just because you wish to have more does not mean it's necessarily good for you. Too much of a good thing can be bad as well. It just matters how it is you deal with it as you dwell. Being happy all the time is good. But when, no matter what, you act as if all is good, even when moments show that you should be sad, when you need to mourn, or something else like this, that you are required to be sad. This is true because many will think that you are heartless if this is how it is for you. But of course, not settling for less. This is something entirely different in the midst of this. Being positive all the time is not bad. That's not what I'm saying as far as that. Can you imagine someone's face? If you were told that someone left this place and you started smiling as if you were happy, what kind of reaction would you get? That's what I mean by that. But wanting more is a natural reaction. But also, you must, at times, control this reaction. Getting too much of a good thing can be bad as well. So how bad do you crave what it is you wish to have more? Do you do almost anything you need to get to that door? Do you acknowledge it, but never go after this more? Or do you constantly chase after it more and more? Whatever it may be that you wish to have. Is it something that will last? Or is it something that might go away fast? And as it does, do you cling to it? Then, do you pursue after it as it leaves you? Or do you leave it be? Because, in truth, to have more of this, you truthfully did not wish to see. Sometimes you do not realize what it is you have. Until all is gone that you have. Of course, even then you wish to have more. No matter what you do, you will always wish to have more. It's true for all, even I wish to have more. But I also know for me to have it, I must work hard and grab it. doesn't always mean that I will get what it is I wish. But if I have an attitude that I will settle for nothing less than this, I know at least then I can say I have done everything that I can to get what it is I wish at the end. If it doesn't work out, then it is what it is. But also, in the process of this, you may end up getting something more than what you actually wanted when you started searching for this. Whatever it may be. Many new paths and ideas, passions you might see. Maybe something better than what you originally wanted. Show right in front of the one you wanted. But you may not be aware of such things if you do not pay attention to such things. Many just live their life, never knowing this craving for more in their life. They could easily get it if they chose to fight. Chase after it day and night. The only thing you think about is that and the way you must fight to get what it is that you feel in your heart is right. But it will not just be handed to you, for there is effort required. For it to be handed to you. Now, this does not necessarily apply to some areas. For example, if you do something you are not passionate about, a sense of urgency will not be about. For it is not something you wish to do. For it is not something that is allotted to you. Not something that you truthfully wish to do. A sense of urgency is only shown by something you wish to do. Something that you know is appointed to you. Other than that, you do what you can. For it is not something that will make you happy in the end. You can tell one that has true passion. Do it even when they do not have the passion. In the moment, that is. Passion in the moment comes and goes, but an overall passion, that never goes. Like ones that practice something every day, or close to every day, for multiple hours, or as much as they can within their allotted hours. For these, you can tell they wish to have more. For of course, they know they must work if it is they wish to have more. But with this, there is a sense of urgency. Otherwise, they would not act as if there is a sense of urgency. Many times ones think they know what it is that you might be able to show. But also, is there passion in the midst of that happens to show? Or is it you just go on your day to day, not having any passion upon what it is upon that day? Do you just do it to do it? Or is it something that you just know you have to do it? For situations like this, they do not last that long if it is that you feel like this. Course, priorities. Something that you have a passion to do, that is top priority. All other things take second place. Regardless what it is upon this place. But sometimes wanting more, you have to do something you do not wish to do as well. Not always fun to do what it is you need to, regardless if it is that you wish to. But in due time, if it is that your dream has not died, if you pursue it as if you wish to have more, have a passion to do it more and more, Practice it in private. So many times you cannot get it wrong, regardless who it is or how they say you do it wrong. Eventually, these passions will become more than just that. For of course you work to have it like that. But you gotta have more and act as if you do. And that's no matter what field or what it is that's important to you. If it is that you wish to have relationship, then you have to do what it is to have that relationship. If it is that you wish to be in a certain field, you must prove upon the fact you are worthy to be in that field. This is why I said what I did earlier about this individual. They have no reviews. But they have passion, at least from what I have seen so far. From how they have talked to me thus far. But I cannot just trust one that has not had experience. Without some way to ensure I have a good experience. While it is that they get what it is they need. Because them messaging shows that they wish to have more. Of course, they could just be one that only wishes to perceive themselves as that. With one review, how is it that I can prove that? It's always interesting to see how it is. People talk about what it is they wish to have. And then to see that they do nothing about what it is. Even though if they only put the effort it could be exactly the way that they see. So what is it that you will do to get this more, whatever this is to you? Will you just say what it is? Or will you pursue it as if you already have it upon this day? Or is it that it will just run away? For it waits for no one, whatever it may be. To you, it waits for no one. If you want it, you must go get it. And the sad thing is, even if you don't, you will not forget it. Always having an empty feeling in your heart. Knowing that you did not pursue that far. Even though you had everything you needed right in front of you. The only thing you had to do is actually do. Even if you didn't have the resources you think are required by you. There are multiple ways you can still do. It is better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one, than have one and not be prepared. Act as if you are always prepared. Born ready. If you don't, it may never happen. Of course, with no actions, it will never happen. Or is it that you wish to just window shop? On something you could have had upon this spot. Something that only if you were to push hard in that specific area that you need to push hard. All other things take second place. All other things that do not have passion upon this place. Only for this do you show a sense of urgency. For only this is there a sense of urgency. For technically, that is true. For every moment you do not do, it gets farther and farther away from you. Whatever it may be. Doesn't mean that you must do every waking moment that you can see. But any chance that you have, regardless, if it is only mere minutes that you have. For every minute that is spent, that is another experience. Or in your field, you only grow with experience. Or in whatever it is that you wish to be good at. Relationship, networking, whatever it may be. For only with experience results can be seen. But you also must do it with a sense of urgency. All other things will not get such things. For it is not wish for you to waste energy. It's something that you do not like or wish to be. There's a difference between doing what you can and doing farther and farther from the start to the end. Where you have a passion, a sense of urgency in this particular thing. More results, if you were to work on this thing, could be seen in a shorter amount of time before the allotted amount of time, regardless how fast or how slow, regardless of when or how or when you wish to go. These results, regardless of how or where, they'll always be there. For the passion you have, it can be seen. From when it is, or when it happened to begin. The harder you push, the easier it gets, regardless of how hard it happens to get. As it is that you prove the fact you wish to have more. For this, the skills and requirements for you to be successful in this field will dwell. Because of the sense of urgency that you might have shown. In a short amount of time, you have extremely largely grown. Faster than what most could ever be. Faster than even the naked eye could see. If it was not shown for what it happened to be. This is proof of the fact that you actually wish to have more. Not just a small, little request. I want more. But you do what it is that you need to get this and show that you wish. Oh, with this work, you will get this. Do you wish to have more? Or do you even wish to open that door? Well, that looks like all the time I have for now. So, until next time.